Hi there, welcome to Yoga Storytime with Miss Andrea, reading on behalf of the Clearview Library District. In yoga, like in everything else in life, there has to be some rules or some agreements. So let's go over our agreements for yoga. Can you stand up for me, please? What does glue do? It sticks. Stomping feet, 1 and 2, stomping feet, 1 and 2, but if my feet were covered in glue, they'd stick to the glue, my darling. Our first agreement is we'll agree to stay on our own mats. Clapping hands, 1 and 2, clapping hands, 1 and 2, but if my hands were covered in glue, they'd stick to the glue, my darling. Our second agreement is we'll agree to keep our hands to ourselves. When our hands are at our heart like this, does anyone remember what that's called? It's called Namaste hands, or Anjali Mudra. And Namaste is a really old word. Do you remember what it means? It means the light inside of me is also the light inside of you. What does that mean? It means we're all connected, so we should all be nice to each other. Let's have a seat on our mats, and we'll get started. There we go. We'll have a seat crisscross applesauce. Move this so you can see. There we go. And let's extend and stretch, extend and stretch, twist and turn, twist and turn. This is yoga, this is yoga. Om sweet om, om sweet om. Let's try that again. Let's extend and stretch, extend and stretch, twist and turn, twist and turn. This is yoga, this is yoga. Om sweet om, om sweet om. Fantastic. Because tonight is a full moon, if you're watching this on the 28th of January, our book today is by Henkes, and it's called Kitten's First Full Moon. It was Kitten's first full moon. What shape is a full moon? It has no sides. It's a circle. Let's make a circle with our hands like the full moon. So we'll inhale our arms up and over our head like a full moon. Fantastic. When she saw it, she didn't know what it was, right? So she thought, there's a little bowl of milk in the sky. And she wanted it. So she closed her eyes and stretched her neck and opened her mouth and licked. But what did she lick? Yeah, but she only ended up with a bug on her tongue. Poor kitten. So let's do a funny pose. This pose is called dead bug pose, or bug on its back. So we'll lie on our backs, and we'll put our hands and feet on the floor, or up in the air, and we'll shake them around like a bug on our back, and we can't roll over. Silly pose. Still, there was that bowl of milk just waiting. So let's make our hands over our head again. Inhale up and make that circle. Excellent. So she pulled herself together and wiggled her bottom and sprang from the steps on the porch. But she only tumbled, bumping her nose and banging her ear and pinching her tail. Poor kitten. So let's go rocking and rolling like we fell down the stairs like poor kitten. But we'll start on our backs. And we can hug our knees into our chests and roll backwards and up. Can you come all the way to seated? Backwards and up. One more time, and can you come all the way to standing without using your hands? Let's try it. Backwards and up. Ta-da! That one's pretty hard. Need some momentum for that one. So Kitten thought, and she sprang down the stairs, but only tumbled. But still, there was that big bowl of milk just waiting. So let's inhale our arms up. And there's that big bowl of milk. So she chased it down the sidewalk, through the garden, past the field, and by the pond. But poor Kitten never seemed to get closer. Poor Kitten. So let's come into our plank pose, and then we'll start running like Kitten. So hands are underneath our shoulders. Right now our knees are underneath our hips, but we're going to stretch our legs out long so our toes are on the floor, and then run. Fantastic. And still, there was that bowl of milk just waiting. So inhale your arms up. So, Kitten ran to the tallest what? The tallest tree she could find. And she climbed and climbed and climbed to the very top. But Kitten still couldn't reach the bowl of milk. And now she was scared. Poor Kitten, what could she do? We'll come to our tree pose, so that's standing. One leg will be strong and tall, like the trunk of a tree. This one. And then this leg will turn out to the side. It can stay on the ground. It can come up onto our calf. Or it can come up onto our thigh, as long as we skip our knee. Grow your branches. Fantastic. Let's try the other side. So now this leg is our tree trunk. This leg will turn to the side. It can stay here. Come up to the calf. Or all the way up to the thigh. And grow your branches. Fantastic. Then, in the pond, Kitten saw another bowl of milk, and it was bigger. What a night! What is that in the pond? Is that a bowl of milk? No, it's the reflection of the moon in the water. Let's have a seat and do a boat pose, because we're on the water like the lake. So boat pose, we're going to have our belly buttons kiss our back. So that will protect our lower back and spine. And we'll have sit on our bottoms with our feet flat on the floor. First, we can try lifting one leg and set it down. How about the other leg? And set it down. And now we'll make our belly buttons kiss our spine and lift both legs and find our balance. Well done. So Kitten saw that reflection, but she thought it was a bowl of milk, so she raced down the tree and raced through the grass and raced to the edge of the pond and jumped with all her might. What's going to happen? Poor Kitten. She was wet and sad and tired and hungry. So she went back home. And there was a great big bowl of milk on the porch, just waiting for her. The end. So let's put a bottom to the soles of our feet together and make a bowl of milk. And then we'll take a deep breath in. And exhale, lean forward so you can lick from your bowl of milk. Just like Kitten. Inhale up. One more time. Fantastic. So Kitten's family loved her so much, they gave her a bowl of milk. Let's go ahead and we'll sit crisscross applesauce or whatever way is comfortable. And we'll take 3 big belly breaths because our bellies are so big from all that love and milk. So inhale, make your balloon big. Exhale, deflate your balloon. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Fantastic. Now is a great time for a Savasana or even guided meditation before bed. Inhale your hands to the air. We'll touch our thumbs and our pinkies together, say the word peace. We'll touch our pointers and ring finger and thumbs together, say the word begins. Touch our middle finger and thumbs together, say the word with. And our pointer and thumbs together, say the word me. It goes, peace begins with me. If that's really hard, you can do this. Peace begins with me. Let's bring our hands down a little bit lower, say it a little bit quieter. Peace begins with me. Bring your hands a little bit lower, say it in a whisper. Peace begins with me. Bring your hands to your knees, say it silently to yourself. Bring your hands to your heart. Repeat after me. The light inside of me is also the light inside of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for doing yoga with me tonight. Happy full moon.